Hello and welcome back to my Fire Red Nuzlocke. Most folks just call me Orange Joe, and in this episode, we're going to do a lot of battling. That is the swing of this episode. I want to start by just saying thank you for sticking it out with me. Thank you for being here. Really glad to see you tuning back in. But this episode, we're going to go down the Route 12 path, and we're just going to fight a whole bunch of people, and we're just going to have a lot of talking. Because we just need to train up before the rival fight in Silphco. If I were playing on a non-Nuzlocke run, we would have fought him by now. We wouldn't have wasted, wasted is the wrong word. Nothing about this is a waste of time. Having a great time. But we wouldn't have taken the time, I think it's a better way to phrase that, to go back and find those encounters and stuff and kind of, see if we could find something like a diamond in the rough or whatever. We wouldn't have taken that time to do that. We would have just fought the rival, and then if something fainted, who cares? But because we're in a Nuzlocke, we care, because that's a death. That is a no longer viable Pokemon for the team. And now, part of me is torn about actually training up Bob to remain on the team. I don't really know if it matters to have Bob on level, but I think it will, just because he's our explosion counter. But we're just gonna walk down the Route 12 path and fight all who come across us, and just go for it, man. So that's the outlook on this episode. So yesterday's episode was just encounters after encounters after encounters, and today's episode is going to be just fights after fights after fights. So, if you don't like the battle music, sorry, because that's about all you're going to be hearing. But we're not off to any great fear or anything like that. There's no panic in this run. It's just, we need the experience, and honestly, there's a good chance that before we we'll make it to the city where Koga is and the Safari Zone is, before we're actually even comfortable with fighting our rival. There's a good chance of that. I don't think that'll happen, but it's a possibility. I don't even think this will be worth the experience, but who cares? But we're not I'm not really on a schedule. I'm not set on any path that I'm I'm worried that this won't work out. But it's just we're on the road. We walk this. God, Christie, what a name. But we walk this lonely road. It's the only one that I've ever known. I don't know any other lyrics to that song, I'm sorry. Search for a moonstone. Have you found one? I have. Do you want it? I'll sell it to you. It'll cost a kidney and a Pokemon. Ideally that Pupitar. We'll see what else you got though. I might take that from you too, but it'll cost you at least a Pupitar. I could see maybe getting rid of the kidney for your second Pokemon. Rock Slide's a little scary, but I think once we give you a water gun, we'll have less to be scared about. Told you. Yeah, I would love a T-Tar. Not that he's I don't want to get hate for this. Not that he's that good. A Cradily. I don't know what you're weak to. Is your grass poison? Oh, I don't remember what's good against you. What you do. I feel like you have to know ancient power, don't you? I don't know. Cradily, por favor. You are Grass Rock. You're weak to Steel Fighting, Bug Ice. So we don't have any of that. That's a lie. We actually have, with you, we have a Steel type move. We'll try this switch, but the problem is if you know ancient power, immediately Lizardius is out of there. So Ingrain isn't that scary, but if this is an ancient power coming out here, we are out immediately, right? Because I'm not risking another Pokemon. Okay, Acid isn't too bad, just don't poison us, please. Alright, so we're okay. It's Acid and Ingrain, we know half your movesets. So, it's alright so far. Glad to have a move that does super effective. Considering, I think, Constrict, not that bad. I think Flamethrower might be more useful. We're gonna try a Flamethrower. Sorry if it's stupid, but it's a good move and a stab. So we'll try this out quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was way better. Hey Bob, welcome up to 28 land. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Trainer Joey, how's it going, dude? What do you got? X accuracy. Garbage. We'll just sell that. Here's that grass I was talking about, by the way, for Route 12. So we will check out what's in there just in case it's... Because we got a... What did we get at Route 12? Snow Run. Okay, so, you know, it's not like... 24, excuse me. Can you have, like, better Pokemon, please? Level 24. I think that's because this was normally a Gyarados or, like, a Sea King, maybe. But, like, 24? Come on. You can do better than that. I know you're better than that. Fisherman, whatever your name is. Performer Forest. You can do better than 2 level 24s. Certainly. You must be able to do better than that. Anyway. So this episode, I do want to make mention, I am actually on a timetable for this one. So, no matter what, this one will be on time. You know, we will... Right around the 30-minute mark, I will have to start wrapping it up. Because I do have something to attend to. I have a meeting to join. So, you know, just be aware, you know, that's coming up. But I'm keeping an eye on it. I'll be okay. Oh, we could have had a Mareep, dude. I love Ampharos. Oh, that wouldn't have had a spot on the team. Because we have Tigro. Route 13. Yo, okay. Do we take the grass or the fishing? I say grass. Because the fishing was like, what, level 16 for Route 12? Now, sure, level. Route 13 is probably different, but like, come on, man, it's grass. It's grass. We will, whatever one we go with, because if the grass is hard to get to, we'll just fish. But whatever one we go with, we'll seed the other. I won't leave you hanging. Don't worry. Old Joe won't do that to you. But, you know, it's tough, right? If we knew what the encounters were or the levels, I would be like, oh, we'll just do X or Y, you know. But that's a later Pokemon generation. Funny. Sorry. I'm making myself laugh with my own stupidity at things that aren't funny. Please don't sing. It's like me singing. No one wants to hear it. Cut to all the times I've sang songs in other episodes. Mostly Isaac. I think Isaac seems to have me singing the most. Not that like it's a lot, but I think I can. Don't you disable me? What's wrong with you? I like that move. Yeah, I want to say that I've sang in like 3 episodes of Isaac, and I don't think I've sang in any of the episodes of Nuzlocke. Air Cutter. I think that's an okay move, isn't it? What do you got? What do you do? Air Cutter. Really low accuracy, but I mean, decent power. Sure. We'll have that be our second go-to, because it should be Stab too. So that'll be our second go-to below Swift, because Swift is. Well, actually, now we'll try Air Cutter. We'll see how Air Cutter does this, because despite it. I said really low, actually. It's 95. I think Air Cutter might be our new move. So that did a little bit, not bad, you know. But Lickitung does have a pretty beefy defense line and a lot of HP, I think. Oh no, my lucky egg, that actually does suck. I was gonna make a joke like, oh no, my item, that doesn't matter, but like actually though, that does matter. So we'll just back clean up. Why not? Tigro hasn't been seeing a whole lot of action recently. You know, Tigro doesn't. Is it like next level that it learns another good move? I'll look this up, because I'm waiting for like Thunder or something. Raikou. I gotta be honest with you. I was typing in to my phone like Gen 3 Learn Set, yada yada, and I very, very nearly typed in Tigro, like the internet would know what that is. Spark at 41, and then Thunder at 71. Jeez, we're never getting there, but Spark soon, and Spark's a pretty good move. We would be really happy to have Spark, especially because it would mean that we can still go back to one-shotting Corsola. And I'm very spiteful towards that Corsola, let me tell you. So, what do we got here? What do we... we could use a little healing, but we're okay to fight for a bit. But yeah, I think our team is gonna be okay for an Articuno. Excuse me. Yeah, this is a hard switch to actually Lizardius with Flamethrower now, because Ice-type moves from an Articuno won't do a whole heck of a lot to Lizardius, so Powdered Snow should be a big worry for us. We would probably outspeed it, and Flamethrower should crush you. Now, I really wish we had Rock-type, and I gotta say, as much as I love Ghost, because Ghost is like huge for our team, I thought that was gonna one-shot you. Agility's fine though. Although your speed being better than us is a little scary. Okay, you just agility again, who cares? But I hate to say it, so like Ghost has been a huge facet of the team, but if we find a rock ground type, we're definitely putting that on the team before Ghost. Because Ghost is great, but we need rock coverage quite bad. We just don't have... Because, well, being fair, Bob could get replaced by a rock type too. Because Bob, like, flying type isn't hugely important for our team, but the steel is, because it just resists everything, you know. It's our kind of catch-all for problems. So if we got a rock ground type, like, Ghost would probably be off the team, but then we wouldn't need Bob as much, so we could fill in another slot from the PC with something. I don't know what, but we could find something. Which, by the way, keep using Sand Attack, please. Yeah, we'll totally mess with Magical Leaf, right? Right, guys? But yeah, I think we just really need something that can do rock-type moves, even if it isn't rock ground, because then there's the possibility that we keep Ghost for ground type, and then do something else with Bob. You know, get rid of Bob, and then I don't know what other. I don't think there's a straight rock type that I would care about. Gen 3. Isn't Larian steel ground? It might be steel rock. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, obviously, who wouldn't take a frickin' Larian or Aggron? That's what I'm thinking of. Larian's the middle child between Aaron and Aggron. But like you know, that's a pretty good non-rock ground type that I would definitely take. Now it would be another water weak type, but like Haiki's it'd be a tank. That's what I would care about. Oh, and you have to know we'd name it Godzilla. Like, of course we would name that Godzilla. There's not a doubt in my mind. Steelix, are you straight steel or are you steel ground? I don't care. I was gonna look it up, but why? Why would I even, when I could just put a freaking flamethrower in front of it and melt it? So, good point, me. Ah, that's why. Okay, well, doesn't matter. I was very, very scared that we just lost this Arceus there, and I was going to be extremely upset with myself if we lost a freaking Charizard out from under our nose. But we didn't. Because, yeah, next level he is a Charizard. I Groudon. Uh-huh. Groudon. You are a problem. You are straight ground type, right? Yeah. What's your weakness, buddy? What's your poison? What do you hate? What do you not want? And then what can I put in front of you that gives you that? What is just ground type? Should be weak to water, right? Your stats are ridiculous, buddy. Water, grass, and ice. So we'll actually put Flora out just because of the higher HP. And I also think Flora has better defensive stats for now because it's the third stage instead of second. So, yeah, man, would love to have that. Oh, imagine if we had actually taught Flora Solar Beam. This would be a knockout punch. But I think we're okay. Not too worried. A little scared. A little bit, but that's why. Didn't want you to survive. Ancient Power is horrifying. Okay. Okay, we're good. Don't raise all your stats, please. Well, it wouldn't matter. You're dead. But there was potential there for that to be really scary for us, but not a worry anymore. Yeah, just the fact that we're 10 levels above you, I think, is what really saved us there. A Hoopa. And now I know part of but some of you might be thinking, like, why not put Bob and then switch out? Because, you know, you're so many levels ahead that, like, it wouldn't... Stop it, phone. It wouldn't really be that big of a deal if you switched in Flora. And to that I say, I mean, in hindsight, now that we know how the battle went, yeah. But, like, without knowing how that was going to go, no way. Ain't no way I'm doing any of that. I'm not risking our team that way. I'm not gonna... Yo, a Quagsire would be kind of cool. Not that it would replace a Blastoise, don't get me wrong. Now, a Swampert would replace a Blastoise, absolutely. But not a Quagsire. I really like Water Ground type. I just do. A Sableye. But no, I just... You know, no way would I be like, oh, a legendary that's really powerful. Why don't I just you know, kind of risk it? There's so many better ways to do this right now that I could not in good conscience sit here and be like, yeah, we'll just throw caution to the wind. Like, we just lost a legendary a couple episodes ago. I'm not looking to do that. I'm sorry. I'm not looking to lose another team member here. So how hard is it to get to that grass? It looks like a pain. But is it though? No. We're gonna go heal up quick, I think is the go here. Because I want that encounter. I really do. And I want to feel safe right now with all these battles coming up. Because we're getting to be about half HP on quite a few Pokemon. I think like 2 or 3 of them are dinged up a bit. So we'll heal. Just get taken care of it. Now I know we could potion up, but nah. Who cares? Now, right here is where teleport would come really in handy. Rip Cannon. I don't even think it knew teleport anymore, but like, you know, because we wouldn't have to do all this friggin' backtracking and walking, because we could just teleport back and then walk, so it would cut the walk time in half, and it's a pretty big run up, but it's alright. I mean, like, we're already like halfway through that route, and I'm really, really, really disappointed with all the frickin' with the trainers being super low level, but it is what it is. You know, I can't really do anything about it. You know, I just gotta push through and get whatever XP we can. At this point, we're gonna crawl along in terms of levels, but like if we can get everything up to around level 36, I think we'd be a lot more comfortable taking on the rival fight. Because, like, yes, he would still out level us, which is awful. You know, I don't want Timmy to have a natural distinct advantage. Now he is down 1 Pokemon on us, which is good. And you know, we're the player, so ideally we can swap into type advantages. But like, I'm an idiot, so don't count on it. But we'll see how it goes here, because we're pretty close to everything being level 36, and I know that like you're like, oh, well, you're, you know, only partway into this route, so you will have to be level 36 and everything by the time you get there. But like, man, everything's so low level that we're seeing that I'm not sure. Never mind. What a huge jump, like, you know, from what we were just seeing to now. I think we should be able to take on a Stantler with Bob. You know, I know they're the same level, but we resist whatever he does. That sucks. Wish he didn't do that, bud. Because it's already like not a perfectly accurate move anyway. Now your Intimidate sucks. I wish you didn't have that. I don't like my attack being lowered, but man, Bob is just absolutely nailing it right now. Let's go in with a more likely to hit move just because of that. Flinch. Just because of the sand attack. There we go. Yeah, easy Stantler, no problem. So we got that taken care of. Bob, holy XP, Batman. I didn't realize Stantlers were so freaking juicy. And a Bulbasaur, the missing starter for us. Would love to get one of those. It would it? Yeah, it would replace Flora. Magical Leaf is really good, but like Venusaur, it's my boy. I love Venusaur. Why you gotta do that, bro? Why you gotta put me to sleep? That ain't cool. I don't dig that. Don't Leech Seed me. That'd be also super not cool. I can take a Razor Leaf. Because yeah, like Flora's best move that it has is Magical Leaf, which is just better Razor Leaf. But I don't know that we could get another Magical Leaf. I don't even know if we have a TM for it or not. I don't remember any of our TMs really. Would you wake up? But like, I love Venusaur, dude. He's so cool. I know that a lot of people think Charizard's like, there's too many Charizard stands out there. I'm definitely all about Blastoise, for sure, even though like he doesn't learn that many great moves in this generation. And I know that like in X and Y or whatever, Charizard Mega evolved into the whatever form is like really good, but I don't care. Like, man, Charizard is like, it's just, I gotta be honest with you, like almost all of the fire types in for any starters are almost always my least favorite starter. Like, I don't know what it is, but they usually are just like the one that I will avoid at all costs. By the way, here's our encounter, which I should put Flora in front of. You're right. You're right. Oh, you're right. I'm listening. All right, what do we got? Something good. Duke's Claws is what we got. Okay, well, we'll run away, and hopefully there's a second Pokemon to encounter here that isn't a Shroomish. And if not, we'll just end up fishing anyway. But 25 is a good level. That's like... Excuse me? Okay, please get the poison off. Thank you. Now we have to switch out. I say we switch into Tigro. And then we start trucking balls. You have to know, right? On the other end, you have to know that we are probably not going to catch this Articuno. As much as I want it, as much as I would love for it to be on the team, believe me, I would. Very high chance it will not make it. It will not make it. If we catch it, it's on the team. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. We put the Articuno on the team. But just don't get too excited. It's a great encounter, but this is why we want the Master Ball. Because that would be our Master Ball right there, for sure. I wouldn't have even thought about it. I love Articuno. I think Articuno is probably my favorite of the three birds. Moltres being my least favorite for sure, and Zapdos is up there too. Like when I was a kid, Zapdos was easily my favorite of the legendary birds. Like in Pokemon Stadium 1, always on my team. Didn't matter. Zapdos was there. But like... Because I don't know, I like Zapdos, but his design's a little weird. I love the design of Articuno. I really like the way it looks. And like with Moltres, like Charizard's just better. I know that that's like kind of sacrilegious to say that a starter is better than a legendary, but like it just is. It's not like Moltres has any distinct advantage. Like I think stat wise they're like kind of comparable, and Charizard looks cooler, for sure looks cooler. And then they learn comparable moves, like, plus Charizard can learn Blast Burn, which is like incomparable to anything that Moltres could do. So, yeah, but Articuno I think is definitely my favorite now that I've kind of grown up a little bit. Like Ice type's really cool to begin with, you know. Like, who doesn't love Ice type? I'm sure someone out there is like, me, I hate it. Yeah, well, whatever. I love Ice type, and like, you know. Sure, the fact that it's flying isn't ideal, but you know, I really like Articuno, dude. It's my favorite of the birds, and then like Frozen. That's another reason that I like it, because freezing your opponent's Pokemon is really annoying to them when they need them. All right, so this is our last ball. Wish me luck. Oh. Excuse me. No way did that just happen. Okay, sorry, technical difficulties. Please excuse what you are about to see on screen. Are you with us now? There we go. Okay. Alright, here's our last ball. Wish us luck. Come on, Articuno, you would make the team. Ah! Alright, we knew it was coming. We knew it was gonna die. And nothing we can do to stop it. I wish we had a Master Ball, Articuno. You would be on the team. That sucks. Man, that would have been so good. I would have lost all my negative feelings about losing frickin' Cannon. All right, we'll fish. We'll just see what it is. Pokemon's on the hook. What do you got? Politoed. I don't remember your typing, but you wouldn't have made the team, but you would be a backup. because I think you're better than Breloom for sure. But man, I don't know. That's just tough. I hate to say it, but that's tough. I wish we could have an Articuno. But I gotta be honest with you guys. I gotta get going. I know that this one's a short one. I know that it is, but it's not just that I have that meeting. I gotta go to the bathroom. Like I gotta pee really bad. Sorry if that's like TMI for you, but like I've had to pee since like 5 minutes into this episode. I was like, oh man. And it's just gotten worse. So I think we're gonna heal up, we're gonna save, and then I'm gonna call it. I know it's early. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. And for you people who've been complaining that I'm putting out too much stuff, congratulations, you're getting your wish. I'm putting out a little bit less today. But yeah, sad to see that we couldn't get an Articuno, but you know, it is what it is. I said that we should have waited for encounters until the Master Ball, and it turns out I was right. But you know, as always, thank you for sticking with me. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. You know, thank you for sticking around as long as you have. I am very grateful to everyone who's been, you know, kind of watching what I'm doing. Sorry if you hear the movement. I'm putting my shoes on. But you know, I'm very grateful for everyone who's been, you know, just bearing with me throughout this process, and you know, with the audio issues that we've been dealing with and everything like that. I am very grateful to everyone who's subscribed, and you know, because we're up to like 11 now as of the time of recording this, which is great. It's awesome. You know, it's more than I feel I would, you know, I thought I would have ever had. You know, I didn't think starting this out, I was like, I'll maybe get one. You know, just a friend who's like, sure, I'll sub, and then never watch. But no, I've had, you know, I got 11 people who's like, yeah, I'll subscribe to you, and not all of them watch daily or even, you know, watch it all. But that's okay. I don't have to. You know, I appreciate the support from any direction. So thank you guys for who thank you if you have been supporting me. You know, it does mean a lot. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already to stick around, see what I got going on. Comment down below with suggestions for Pokemon names. I keep ragging on the idea of like, who knows how much time you have left, and it's very true. We're, you know, eventually going to come up on a time where there won't be any time left to do it. So just, you know, do it while you can, I guess. And then follow me on Twitter at most folks. You can find me there, and that's like I always say, is the most direct way to reach out to me. If you want to at me on there, I'll get back to you like much quicker than if you comment, because the comments, like, don't get me wrong, I get to your comments as soon as you comment if I can help it, but you know, you're commenting on something that happened weeks ago for me, whereas Twitter is right now. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and thank you for sticking around. If you have questions about any of this, always check the description. That's where I spell it all out for you, and I always tell you to have a lovely day. It's because I hope you do. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya!